There are 8 heroes in Elden Ring Nightreign. Which one you pick in your next run can have a big impact on your party synergy. And while you're heavily encouraged to try them all, it's important to know all of their strengths and weaknesses before jumping in. So today, we're taking a look at all of the classes to make your decision that much easier. And also, because the game is just around the corner, I'm starting another giveaway for a copy of Elden Ring Nightreign on all platforms. You just have to make sure that you're sub to the channel and comment below if you want to give it a shot. The Wylder is the quintessential jack-of-all-trades warrior in Elden Ring Nightreign, a well-balanced and versatile class and one of my most played during the stress test. It's an excellent starting hero for all newcomers due to its adaptability and relatively forgiving mechanics. Its main skill is the Claw Shot, a grappling hook that can rope smaller foes in or pull you towards larger enemies as well as terrain, meaning it's effective both at breaking an enemy's guard when needed as well as providing an excellent tool for extra mobility. Its ultimate art is called Onslaught Stake. This is a highly devastating ability that launches an iron stake, causing a great explosion before reeling in the Wylder. This skill can be charged for even greater impact as well as preserving a portion of the ultimate art gauge by holding down the input for longer. For the passive, Wylder features a cheat death mechanic called Sixth Sense, a crucial survivability tool. As the name implies, this lets your character survive a blow that's otherwise fatal once. However, this effect does reset upon resting at a site of grace or when getting revived by an ally, which means it can provide a valuable safety net when things don't go as expected. In terms of starting weapons, the Wylder gets a great sword with the stamp upward cut Ash of War, as well as a small shield with the parry by default, but like in the case of every other classes, this is something that you can swap out with more weapons as you progress in the daily cycle. And finally, this is the stat progression from level 1. As you can see, this further emphasizes the hero's balanced nature reflected by the steady all-around increase in stats as you level up. The Guardian fits the unyielding protector role in Elden Ring Nightreign. A giant eagle-like humanoid clad in heavy-plated armor, this class embodies the primary tank archetype within Nightreign's daily cycle. Skilled in both offense and defense, it soars through the sky with great dexterity, crashing down with overwhelming force, while also having the power to provide protective buffs and even resurrect fallen allies. Its primary skill is the Whirlwind. Using its wing, the Guardian can whip up a churning cyclone that draws in enemies towards its center while also sweeping away any lightweight projectiles. Holding the input enlarges the range even more, providing even more damage and even lifting smaller enemies off ground. Meanwhile, the ultimate art is Wings of Salvation. This lets you leap high into the sky before diving back down, which also creates a protective area upon impact. This attack damages and heavily staggers enemies while also instantly reviving any downed teammates within its radius. Additionally, holding down the input can further provide a shield to nearby allies for more incoming damage protection. As far as the passives go, we have the Steel Guard. Holding up your shield becomes stronger than with other classes, and while you're unable to run during it, this is going to be great as it provides a huge guard boost, letting you tank even more damage. Your starting weapons here include the Guardian's Halberd, which has the Ash of War charged 4th, as well as the Great Shield, which includes the Shield Bash Ash of War, meaning you can start with a Shield Poke strat right away, which might be a bit slower than other options, but will provide lots of safety. As far as stats go, you can see right here that the Guardian starts with some of the highest HP as well as very good stamina levels, something that continuously increases all the way to level 15. Then we have the Duchess. Regarded as the roguish noble archetype, this fast and nimble warrior specializes in high bursts of damage. Offering a high-risk, high-reward playstyle, Duchess uses the Bloodborne quick-step dodge instead of the typical standard role, with a big emphasis on backstabs and extra party-wide stealth. Its character skill is called Restage, a particularly devastating ability. Restage can reapply all of the damage as well as status effect dealt onto the target over the last few seconds, including damage inflicted by your own teammates, meaning when timed just right, you can unleash massive amounts of damage on your target or even stagger it much quicker. Your ultimate art here is called Finale. This cloaks you and your surrounding allies in invisibility for around 10 seconds, allowing you to move in without a trace. This also causes enemies to completely lose track of you, which means it's not just great at sneaking around, but also at avoiding some of the nasty boss phases altogether, including spells that normally auto-track you. As far as passives go, we have the Magnificent Poise. This is the cornerstone of her survivability as well as aggressive playstyle. So this enables you to remain highly mobile through the rapid quick steps, letting you maintain offensive pressure for much longer. Now in terms of weapons, we have the Duchess's Dagger. This comes with the Ash of War Magic Dagger, which buffs your weapon with magic damage while attacking, proving to be a very high damage useful tool quite early on. As far as stats go, Duchess's starting attributes favor agility and skill usage rather than survivability. As such, she starts with some of the lowest HP values at level 1, but also good amounts of FP, which only increase as you level up. Now you can think of the Recluse as the mage class of Elden Ring Nightreign. Fitting the spellcaster role, the Recluse possesses immense arcane power and a unique power synergy playstyle that comes all at the cost of physical durability. A glass cannon of sorts, if you will. Its main ability is called Magic Cocktail. Instead of a preset number of spells, this class features a unique spell crafting system. So by absorbing different elemental residues provided by its own or its ally skills, the Recluse can combine these into highly potent and highly diverse magical attacks, from super devastating spells all the way to party-wide healing sorceries. Think of it as Invoker from Dota 2. Then we have the ultimate art, Soul Blood Song, which fits a more support-oriented role. With a more limited range, this spell debuffs enemies by making them take increased damage while simultaneously providing HP and FP sustain for everybody who attacks these branded foes. In the stress test, this proved to be consistently one of the biggest life saviors, especially when I played with randoms. For the passive, we have Elemental Defense, further synergizing with the Magic Cocktail mechanic. This is the primary method the Recluse regenerates FP. Given the limited resources of FP restoration, this lets you replenish mana every time you collect elemental residues off your targets. Your level 1 weapons include the Recluse Staff, which is a catalyst for casting sorceries, beginning with the Glintstone Pebble and the Glintstone Arc sorceries memorized by default. Obviously, you will get to unlock other staves later on that can be pre-equipped with vastly different starting sorceries. As far as stats go, the Recluse starts with the lowest HP in the game at level 1, even lower than the Duchess at just 140. And while that remains the case even at the highest level, its FP is some of the highest by default, further emphasizing its spellcaster playstyle. Ironeye is our established core archer class of Elden Ring Nightreign. A highly athletic hero, it fully leverages the reworked bow mechanics that significantly enhance archery's viability with greater firing speed, quicker movement while aiming and shooting, as well as no longer needing any consumable arrows. If you prefer attacking from safe distances using a bow while also being able to support your team, this is the class for you. Ironeye's core mechanic skill is called Marking. Amazing for its mobility, this lets you quickly stab and mark your enemy with a temporary weak point, inflicting damage on said weak point, then destroys it, further staggering the target as a result. But there are ways to extend its duration as well. Then we have Single Shot as the ultimate art, a powerful supersonic arrow that ignores any defense while it pierces through all enemies and obstacles in a straight path. Not only is this highly effective at clearing heaps of enemies in one go, during its charge up it also provides an invulnerability window for your hero. Meanwhile, the passive here is called Eagle Eye, which provides a great benefit to both you and your party. It increases both the quality and the rarity of loot drops that you and your allies get from defeating enemies. As far as starting weapons go, you begin with the Ironeye bow, which comes with the Mighty Shot Ash of War by default, meaning you get another excellent way to poise break enemies, increase your damage, and likely also make status application quicker. No official info on the starting stats just yet, though I'm expecting it to feature lower starting HP values given its safety playstyle, while possibly having increased levels of stamina and possibly FP. Now, if playing as an unstoppable berserker or barbarian is what you're looking for, then Raider is the class for you in Elden Ring Nightreign. A savage combatant who favors enormous double-handed weapons, this DPS/tank hybrid can use the damage received from his foes to empower its attacks and dish out significant physical punishment. This is achieved through the passive called Fighter's Resolve. As you take damage, this is going to boost your Retaliate skill potency, and as a result, the Raider cannot be knocked down while using Retaliate. This enables its core skill Retaliate to become even more potent. As you assume an attack stance, you pummel your enemies with your own two fists. This posture not only reduces incoming damage, it also causes even larger enemies to recoil, plus you cannot be knocked down when coupled with the Fighter's Resolve. Our ultimate art here is called Totem Stela. This summons a giant tombstone from the very earth beneath your feet, not only providing shelter, but also letting you and your teams to strategically use an on-demand platform when high ground or damage avoidance is needed. As far as starting weapons go, we have Raider's Great Axe, a colossal weapon that deals both physical as well as fire damage, and even comes with the Ash of War Endure, which further allows powering through even more attacks. Stats haven't been officially disclosed just yet, but it's possible that this is yet another high HP class right from the very start. Executor is the 7th class revealed in Elden Ring Nightreign and is heavily inspired by the combat mechanics of Sekiro. Wielding a katana and excelling in close quarters combat, this hero focuses on precise parries and deflections. Just like in Sekiro, this kind of playstyle, while hard to master, offers high potential rewards. The Executor provides a very powerful playstyle enabled by its character skill, Cursed Sword, in combination with the Unyielding Spirit passive. With the active skill, you can swap out to a special sword that enables attack deflections, execute quicker successive attacks, or even deal damage with a wide lunging attack. In fact, each successive deflection can further power up your blade even more as the outer layer progressively gets chipped, exposing a glowing inner blade. On the other hand, its ultimate art uses the aspect of the Crucible powers to transform into a giant beast, which provides a completely new set of melee attacks, slashes, and even a devastating ground stomp. Of all the heroes revealed so far, this is by far the most unique in terms of its playstyle, so it's no wonder how quickly it rises as a fan favorite following the recent gameplay reveals. The Executor starting weapon is also the Katana, one of the strongest weapon classes in Elden Ring, with the new playstyle over here fitting perfectly for all of you who want to put your skills to the test. And finally, Revenant is the 8th and final class so far announced in Elden Ring Nightreign. While the current information is limited, it's supposedly going to be available at launch, and if that's the case, we should see a gameplay trailer of her within the next few days. There's surprisingly quite a bit of info about it online too, though it's also the only class not present at all in the recent breakdown trailer footage with the character selection screen. But from the info we gathered so far, this seems to fit a summoner type hero role with abilities revolved around spirit ashes similar to those of the original Elden Ring, but as a core class mechanic. Likely fitting a more support-oriented role, rumors have it that Revenants feature a lyre or a harp as a summoning catalyst. As someone who enjoys classes that feature the Necromancer theme, this is a class I'm personally looking forward to. While slightly concerned about the summon's AI during the more hectic boss fights, I think minions have the chance to provide a unique benefit, especially in clutch situations or when the party didn't play completely optimally. But that being said, only a few days to go until Nightreign drops, and on that note, let me know down below which classes are you planning to start with first. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.